Today I have a bit of a story to tell you, so do sit back and get yourself comfy. I have a Commodore 64, and yeah, you'd be surprised it's just like appeared here. I got it a while back from a seller, and what had happened is I had no experience about Commodore 64. It's one of those things that before the Amiga, I saw someone down the street have one, and I wanted one, but it never happened. Right, I went for this one because it came at a good price, and it included a 1541 floppy drive, and it was all solid in good condition and everything, and it basically came with everything I needed, minus some games, unfortunately. The only thing I needed was a SCART to C64, which I ended up getting anyway, instantly ordering at the same time. Here's a video clip I recorded for my friend the same day I got it. But here it is, Tiddly Fips. Well, it's not Tiddly, but it's kind of. It's not boxed, so I can't really do an unboxing. So I guess I'm just gonna have to just do an introduction video later on. What do I say about it? It's kind of cool. Which is the power? Because the two things look the same, they're not even labeled. I don't know which the power is. I don't know if you have one or not. And but freaking heck, this is heavy. Oh my god, this is huge. What the freak? Now this freaking thing has taken me on quite a journey since I got it, and that journey I will show you in this video. Hopefully I can squeeze it in one video. Show you clips on what I've been doing. I've learned how to freaking it was sold as working and presented amazingly well, so I went for it. But it turned out that it wasn't working, and I was kind of cheated. But I mean, this is me. My current situation is that the friends who I have around here are not tech related, especially not vintage tech related. The only ones I know are online or in other countries, and when I do anything tech related, I'm figuring it out all on my own. So, yeah, I made a bad decision maybe, or maybe I made a good one, depending on what's, forthcoming. I went for this because it was the original style, with the orangey brown, function keys and the breadbin sort of look. And I like that better than the newer one, even though the newer one kind of resembles an Amiga. But I like the classic look of this, it's great. So I will continue with the footage I've taken all along, at different points trying to repair this darn thing. But in the end, in fact, I won't tell you. I'll just let you enjoy the journey. Do excuse the audio quality in some of these oncoming clips. These are actually old clips. In fact, some of them were even recorded before my Amiga was sent away for recapping. And this was before I knew the audio settings of my camera, and therefore there's a lot of hiss. So again, excuse that. I initially had absolutely no media to test my Commodore 64. No floppy disks, no cassettes, no cartridges, nada. And I had already ordered Batman the movie that night on cassette, but that was gonna come after a few days. And that's not enough. There's a Commodore 64 sat in my room and I cannot do anything with it. So I was all excited, but frustrated at the same time. Okay, so after recording my games, I try them on here. I have tried them on here, and I do get an error. It's the good old C64 screen. The memory is all there, everything is here. Let's see what this does. Just has this ice blue screen going on. And it keeps coming up with the out of memory error. I don't know exactly what that is. It doesn't come up with that straight away. It's just freaking run, ready, run. I mean, ready, run, ready. I don't know what the freak that means. I keep calling this run, rabbit, run when I talk about this to my friend. Okay, so my friend had suggested that I try recording an azimuth tape image under this. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I downloaded it, I put it into this, the app on this thing, and I'll just record it on the tape and put it into here. I don't have a cassette adapter, or else I would have just directly fed it through there into there. I have the app Tap Dancer, which you load all your tap files into, and it converts them to, it's my friend, it converts them to WAV. To audio. You load them all into there, your backups and stuff, and you click on it, it converts it if it hasn't done already, and you just... Ow! That deafened the freak out of me. Sorry. I downloaded the Azimuth 3000, which is, the tape head aligner program. I cannot see this doing much, personally, because if you think about it, if the tape azimuth is, misaligned there, if the tape head is misaligned, what's gonna happen is, how can it read this tape? Or how can it read any tape, or the tape alignment tape? I'm not convinced by it, but I'll try it anyway. But I need to find another way. The only problem is there's no, on the Commodore 64 dataset, the problem is there's no audio out. It just goes into a completely, it goes straight into the C64 via, one of these. There's actually no way of audio out on this, or else I could have just aligned the azimuth just like that. Okay, that is done, so let's now try this thing. Just basically found freaking nothing. First of all, let's see what the freak is inside this. I'm sure you guys will be excited to see that too, if you haven't seen it already. But I have a bit of an idea on how I can do this. Okay, when my blend... Okay, this is basically what's inside. There's a cassette mechanism here. The belts seem to be fine. There doesn't seem to be any need to replace them. What I want to do is I want to know which wires go to the actual head itself, and I think it's this one. Because it's thick. Actually, I can just pull it up like this. I am crazy, I know. Oh no, it's not that. Okay, this thing needs serious cleaning. Yeah, you see that. What I can do with this thing here, can you see that white? That is the azimuth screw, which you reach through this hole for. This hole here. But the problem is, of course, there's no audio output. So what I need to do is connect these two terminals of the playhead. These two terminals are effectively these two here, the white and the red, to a preamplifier, and that will give me the audio. So while that's giving me the audio, I can put a cassette in there. Okay, what I need to do first before setting the azimuth is record a tone. Okay, what I have on here is a signal generator app, which I used for my reel-to-reel repair when I was, adjusting the heads for this. Basically, I want to just get it at a frequency and just record that frequency under the tape so that, I can clearly hear. Okay, so I've set the tone here to 1 kilohertz. Sounded like a VHS head cleaner. Anyway, so what I need to do now is just connect this and simply record this tone for however long. Okay, so excuse the sound here. I'm no longer using the nice microphones, I'm using the other ones. So this is my, this is the tape I've just recorded with that 1 kilohertz tone. Basically what I need to do is just connect. I just need to use one channel, connect it into this. I'm not recommending this as a method, by the way, but this is what I'm doing. That's all I'm saying. And I put the algorithm clips on this and one. So we should have the audio from the heads going inside there. So what I basically need is the Commodore 64 itself, and that is just to power this thing. And that is making some serious stupid noise, which I hope disappears. Okay, so let's just try normal cassette. Now, as you can hear, this is playing this cassette through these wires and into the preamp, which is connected directly to the head. Now, this allows audio out on this, of course. Otherwise, there's just no other way of getting it. So, this calibration cassette that I just created, the 1 kHz tone. So just put that in. Be careful here. Can you hear it go clear and then go dull again? And we want to get it to its loudest and clearest. Let's just try this cassette just for fun. It's actually much clearer. It's azimuth set. The head alignment is now set. Okay, we are back here again with the heads aligned and everything. So we just need to put this together and test it out. If it doesn't work, that means there's something up in there. When my original game comes, I will try that, just in case it's the recordings themselves. You know, that could obviously be a possibility. You know, this thing is actually easy to take apart and put back, this thing is actually easy to take apart and put back together, which is what I'm trying to say. Screws back in. So I do not recommend to people the stuff that I do. I just do it and I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Now the head is completely aligned, and this is not even freaking is found Yuku out of memory error. So, try it again. Okay, so basically this thing doesn't want to work. It doesn't want to run or do anything, so for now it's 2 o'clock at night. I just want to chill out. Tomorrow the original game will come, and I will give that a go. So until then. Okay, so here I am today once again with my Commodore 64, and I am gonna attempt to okay, big things here. I have a feeling that it's memory issue, and also I'm gonna recap it. It won't hurt to do that. I think it's gonna need it. This machine is really old, so why not? Anyway, I am nervous because I am not good with desoldering ICs. However, I do have my soldering braid here. I have all the tools I need to do this, but I'm a little nervous. However, I'm not going to directly replace the chips. I'm going to put chip holders in there, just in case. So, and also, it will not hurt to recap it. Actually, I think this is going to need recapping because it's so old. Anyway, I just hope I get this working. First things first, let's disconnect the keyboard. And disconnect the power LED. Now the ones which I'm going to attempt to remove are these 4 here, because these are the same chips I have. I got an extra one. Okay, so first things first, what I need to do is solder on these first, because this solder is old and it's going to be hard to take off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to resolder this. So we have a nice relaxing evening of soldering. Just something. I know ZX Spectrum was the one that was in our household. However, I am actually just glad that I decided to put my energy into the Commodore 64 because I kind of prefer it personally. My brothers don't. They prefer the ZX Spectrum. It was their childhood computer. I can understand that. But I'm more fascinated, and I always was more fascinated with the Commodore 64. I hate desoldering ICs. Oh my god, this is freaking tedious. It took 1.5 hours for 2 memory chips. So as you can see here, I have pushed a chip holder with an old chip inside here, and all I need to do now is just solder the legs which are sticking up from here. Right, for chip holders in there, I really did not expect that this would be done. I thought I was going to give up halfway, but I persevered. Oh, this took 3 hours to do. Oh, I hope this fixes this Commodore 64. Anyway, I need to recap now. Now is the time to recap. The capacitors here. So many here though, it doesn't seem like so much on the board. Actually, maybe so. Alright. Okay, so let's get started. Start with this one. Right here. It's kind of cool, you can see it climb all the way up the wick. Yep. So all these, this one, and these 3 down here, are all 25 volt. 10 microfarads. So I can just go ahead and desolder them all at once, which, you know, is kind of freaking easier than switch these down here. How much solder does this have on it? This pad. This just filled up. Wake up. Thank God these are the similar value on the Commodore capacitors. I mean, it's so different from each other. It just makes life a bit easier and a bit quicker. Okay, let's just put these inside here. Just put this inside here. One. You know, one thing which I find extremely strange about this Commodore 64 and the way it works, as in the power side of it, is that you have, from the power adapter, you have DC, you know, DC coming out and AC. So the power adapter is supplying this with DC and AC. I don't get why. Do you know why? Because if you just look over here, hold on, let me just desolder this. So over here, what you have is, this is the capacitor I've just, you know, desoldered. It should come out. Hint, hint. Please come out. have like capacitor here, but thing is, as soon as it comes in, it goes through this fuse, this transformer and stuff. Ah, okay, maybe because it goes through a transformer here. Why, I don't know. But it gets rectified into DC instantly. I cannot think of any chips and stuff that use AC power, so it's kind of like a bit odd. This is 2200 microfarad, which is the same here, and 16 volts. Let's just hope this works and I haven't messed it up. Seriously, let's hope it works. It's good. There's no legs hanging out from the side. Yeah, everything seems good, everything seems fine. And they're all installed properly. Oh, please work! Now, what I need to do is connect this to the monitor. Okay, so it's in. Oh, please work, please work, please work. Oh, please work. Now it's time to check if it works, and I am nervous. Okay, we have live. We have live. 64K RAM system, okay. As far as I know, that's fine. Basic works. Okay. Please work now. I am so freaking nervous. Well, it powers on, so I did something right. It tends to crash just before the load music starts. Let's hope. If I hear music, that means it's good. No, it doesn't work. It messed up again. Why? Why does it mess up at this point? I've done all this and it still messes up. Why? See, this is the part. Oh, okay. Ready? Okay, I'm done. Okay, it's just crashed and stuff. I've got one disk that works, micro hexagon. So let's kind of just put this in here. Okay, so it's loading from floppy. I have to type in load, quotation mark, colon, star, quotation mark, comma 8, comma 1, and press return, and it loads from the disk. Why? I don't know. Okay, ready. So, run please. Run. So the intro is loading. So we know the SID chip works. We know the graphic chip works. This is loading from disk. It's done this before. Come on. Okay, so it doesn't let me actually start playing the game. So it asks here, do you want to cheat? No. That's it. It freezes here. It does not let me play the game. As you saw, throughout all this time alongside my Amiga projects, I've also been dabbling with this Commodore 64 and trying to get it going. especially in the period when the Amiga was sent away for recapping. I still haven't found a solution to this C64 even after trying to replace memory and capacitors. I have a suspicion it may be the PLA chip, but I'm not going to invest any more time and money into this. For now, I've put it aside. A part of me has regrets, but another part no. It is the original C64 with classic breadbin and brown orange F keys. I found it to be rare. In future I may get a working one and swap the motherboards and keep this as spares. From not knowing which is the power socket to opening up the dataset and adjusting the azimuth to replacing memory chips. Sometimes when we only have little to go by, with the will and a sense of adventure, we end up finding more interesting paths. Throughout this journey there has been lots of laughter and tears, but nonetheless a lot of learning. I would like to thank you for joining me and also thank my friends for the support. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for your likes and shares. Do leave your thoughts in the comment section below and don't forget to check out my other videos and do subscribe for more. For now, I say adios.